Recurring acne breakouts on the jawline are a very common problem, and it happens to both men and women, but for surprisingly different reasons. So if you've been fighting acne breakouts on your jawline and you're ready for some answers, then you are definitely in the right place, so keep on watching. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Chris Gibson, and this is Chris Gibson Live, where we help you look good, feel good, and live good. And today we are tackling the problem of acne breakouts on the jawline. No fun, right? Well, there are some solid steps to clearing up this condition that I'm going to give you today, so hit that like button and let's dive right in. Okay, so women and men, as I said, both have this problem, but women tend to have it more often, and it's because of a hormonal imbalance that occurs in a lot of women where you have extra testosterone for a period of time, which produces more oil, which leads to more breakouts. You could add to that stress, low vitamin B levels, contraceptives, steroidal medications, you name it, any of those type of things that mess with your metabolism, and you've got several more triggers for this problem. And again, specifically for you ladies, this can also be symptomatic of PCOS, or Poly-cystic Ovary Syndrome, where you have a situation where you're producing more testosterone in greater levels than normal, and you have cysts on the ovaries. This can lead to inflammation in the body. It can lead to an immune system that's very hyperactive, and it goes out there and it creates all kinds of havoc with your skin. And those of you who have suffered with this problem know exactly what I'm talking about. For you guys, it's an entirely different issue where it's likely to do with you shaving with dirty razors that need to be switched out or cleaned, because the blades on a razor, and this is electric razors, this is also straight razors, it doesn't matter. You're scraping the skin off when you shave, and sometimes you leave microscopic cuts, and I had a whole video on this about cleaning your razors. And what happens is dirt, oil, and bacteria build up on that, and as you go and shave, you're shoving that dirt, oil, and bacteria back down into your skin, and voila, razor rash, acne, all these breakouts that happen along the jawline. Also for you guys, we tend to have thicker skin around the jawline, which builds up dead skin cells much more quickly. We have large hair follicles and large pores, which can lead to more acne breakouts. And for both men and women, you could also be using products that are over drying and pore clogging. Say that 3 times fast. So there you have it, a whole panoply of things that could be going on to create this problem. Whew, what a lot of stuff. Well, thankfully, I'm going to give you just a few, but highly effective tips, tricks, and things that you can do that can quickly clear up this condition so that you can be done with it and move on about your life and feel good about how you look. So if you feel like this information so far is helpful, please do me a favor and hit that like button, and let's talk about the tips that are going to make a big difference for you. First of all, make sure that you are washing the area twice per day with an oil-free, gentle facial cleanser. You want to make sure you're cleaning the area without over-drying and stripping it of its natural oil. I know it sounds sort of counterproductive, counterintuitive, but if you take all of the oil out of your skin is going to work overtime to replace it. And human skin oil is what acne bacteria likes. We don't want to do that. So if your face feels super tight and dry after you wash it, if your skin is really tight, dry, kind of that stretched out feeling, you need to think about changing your face wash to another brand. So you don't want to have that feeling. Your face should feel clean, but moisturized and hydrated after you wash with a good cleanser. The next tip I want to give you is to please try to avoid touching your face. Studies have shown that people touch their face 3.5 times per hour, and I hardly believe that we go and wash our hands that much. I'd like to believe we do, but we don't. So you're not going to remember to wash your hands every time you go to touch your face. So just think about that. Try to make it sort of a top of mind awareness thing that as you start to reach for your face, try to avoid doing that, especially if you're broken out already, because you're just going to be moving that oil, dirt, and bacteria around. So that's a big no-no. Next, and those of you who follow me know I harp on this all the time. I just harped on it in another video, which, by the way, this is where this video came from. I did a video on chin acne, so this one came from a question about that, but it's the same thing. You want to exfoliate your skin often, daily, with a facial sponge like a Buff Puff brand or any of those facial sponges, kind of wiry round sponge to help lift off dirt, oil, and bacteria, and especially dead skin cells that build up. And as you get older, they build up faster and stay on longer, so it creates more problems. Or you can use or opt for a gentle scrub that you can do 2 to 3 times a week to help remove dead skin cells from the skin. But basically, The whole point of this is to remove old skin off your new skin on a consistent basis. And I can tell you, this one tip I am giving you will correct so many problems with your skin over a lifetime. I've been doing it since I was in my early 20s, and it just works on all aspects of skin, from anti-aging to breakouts, you name it. It's a great, great tip. So be sure you include that no matter which one of these others that you choose to do. Now, if you're currently having a breakout as you're seeing this, one of the things I'm gonna recommend to you is to do what I call my steaming technique. And I did a whole video on this, and I will give you the link to that video at the end of this video. So just hang in there. The steaming technique though is using a steaming machine or a hot washcloth for 15 to 20 minutes every single day until the breakouts abate or subsist or disappear or start to calm down. What that does is open up your pores in a realistic way, because we don't want you pushing and popping any sort of pimples, because you can create scarring. The skin on your face around your jawline is very thin and very prone to scarring from acne, so you don't want to do that. Use the steaming technique instead to help open those pores and let them drain out naturally, and any debris or blockages come on out of there. Now, you can also treat current breakouts with spot treaters, and there are a lot of great ones on the market. I did a review on this, but the ones that are camphor based, get natural, you know, I'm about the natural stuff. Camphor-based spot treatments, tea tree oil, all of those are very good at treating acne pimples singularly and having them heal very quickly without any scarring, and you don't get a repeat breakout from using them. Okay, another thing, and I just mentioned it briefly earlier, guys, ladies, both. Please change out your razors and your makeup brushes, or at least make sure they're clean, because when you use them, they are gonna have a buildup of oil, dirt, and bacteria on them over time. And if you don't clean them, you're gonna go to all this trouble and put all that dirt, oil, and bacteria right back on your skin. So it's super, super important to make sure that those things are clean on a regular basis. Now, for you ladies, thank you for sticking with me through the video. If you try all of these things I'm telling you, and you continue to have breakouts, and especially if they're around your period, then I highly suggest you see your gynecologist to make sure it's not PCOS related. If it is, they'll be able to tell you, and they'll be able to prescribe some really great medications, new gen medications that can really help you a lot with this problem. Because the goal of all of this is for you guys not to have scarring. I want you to look good. I want you to feel good about how you look. That's the whole reason that I do these videos on skincare. And these techniques work if you'll do them consistently. But bottom line, I do not want you to get scarring, so that's why I want you to pay so much attention. Now, for a couple of videos on how to take care of acne through diet and some formulas on spot treatment, including the video on how to steam for clearing your skin up, that steaming technique I talked about. There's a couple of videos right over here. So please, if you found this video helpful, tell me so in the comments below. Like it, share it out on social media. You're gonna help somebody else. It's gonna be a big, big help, I promise you. And do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that too. Hit that little notification bell, and I'll see you over on the next one.